Hey guys, Fran here from the Kilobits, and today I want to ask you guys a question. How do you play your video games? Now, bear with me, because I guess I want to talk about the progression of how I feel I've kind of played games from when I was much younger to where I am now. And the fact that I feel that now I'm much more worried about doing things right. So, for example, when I play RPGs, Skyrim or whatever, I want to be able to get the best items possible and be the best character possible. And I start to worry about, like, what is the best sword? Oh, what skill should I level up to make the game like the easiest? And it's almost like I'm metagaming, basically, trying to make sure that I do things optimally, I guess. And when I was younger, I didn't really worry about that. I mean, I didn't worry about whether or not I had the greatest items or was doing things the best way in terms of gameplay. I just played the game. But now I worry about making sure I find everything in the map, secrets and items and stuff. You have to explore bloody everywhere, even though there's not always everything there. And I think in some ways it kind of detracts because you're kind of worrying that you're doing things. Worrying that you're doing things in the best way. You spend more time worrying about making sure you've got everything than you do about actually enjoying the game. Not to say that I don't enjoy gaming anymore, just that in some ways I wish that I didn't overanalyze how I play these games and instead just kind of play them for the sake of playing them. Not worry too much about how things are kind of coming along, but instead just kind of enjoy them. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, do you have the same problem? Do you put a lot of thought into what you're doing? I mean, even stuff like Dead Rising 3 on my Xbox One, playing that, you kind of want to find all the blueprints just so that you can have the best weapon possible, and it makes the game the easiest. But then, I guess that takes away from the challenge of the games, and people complain nowadays that back in the day games were much more difficult, and I agree. I mean, other than this stuff like Dark Souls, which is Toby's delight, games I think have kind of gotten easier to the point where games are completable now, and people will play through a game right till the end, whereas when I was younger you played until you got stuck, basically, and at one point you would get stuck, and also a lot of them lacked save features and what have you. But even then, Crash Bandicoot, for example, I don't think I ever finished when I was younger. Don't get me wrong, I got pretty damn far, but the first Crash Bandicoot game is difficult. You can't just save where you want. You have to go through a level and collect items, and if you collect enough of a certain item, then you can save. But I don't think as a kid I was too worried about collecting loads of items on that. Or just save when I could and continue on. So that is my question for today's vlog. How do you game now compared to how you did when you were younger? And I think another problem I have now is that I don't have as much time to play video games, or just because life kind of got in the way. But then I also waste time doing other things when I think I've invested more time when I was younger. Not to say that I don't play games now, but I think yesterday I would more readily play a lot more different genres. Now I'm a bit worried about a game being no good, so I'm a bit more wary, and I think my attention span has declined with single player games since the advent of multiplayer games, because I'm quite a social person. So now because there's so much more multiplayer stuff, my interest in single player stuff has gone down. It's not that I don't play any single player games, just that I really like multiplayer games, which was never an option in the past. So yeah, what do you guys think? How do you play games? Are you more into multiplayer than single player? Do you overanalyze? Do you have less time for games and cherish your time more, or do you worry about these little things too much? Let me know. As always, you can like and subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, so it would mean a lot to us. We have a Facebook page, facebook.com/thekillerbits. You can also follow us over on Twitter if that's your tipple, which is @thekillerbits. You can follow me on Twitter. I have 50 followers, woohoo, which is @Jaggerus. And also you can come watch me live stream over at Twitch TV, where I play a lot of MOBAs, and that is www.twitch.tv/Jaggerus. So yeah, let me know, and I will speak to you guys next time. Have a good one.